What's up, guys? It's Johnny B bringing guys back another video. No, I changed my YouTube name a couple times and just been trying to figure it out. I had it as Jay Hidden, of course, starting off. Then I changed it to Jay, then Johnny B. I'm just figuring things out right now. You know what I'm saying? Just playing around with the names. And thank you for the 100 subscribers. I'm gonna make a 100 subscriber video either Monday or Tuesday. So just be keep on the lookout for that. But yeah, we're gonna have more content coming, guys. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. The last 2 months been going crazy on my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm just really trying to keep it up. Gotta have better equipment for you guys in the near future. Way more video production and better video production. But yeah, let's get right to the topic. So on the screen we got Z's. Of course, everybody know what that is. If you're in a bodybuilding community or if you're in some type of man community online, everybody know about his story. But if you don't know about his story, then he pretty much, he was a young guy, and he pretty much transformed his whole life, from the left to the right. But he was way skinnier on the left when he first started. He was a nerd. Pretty much he was being bullied. He was not being taken seriously, and he pretty much changed his whole life through working out, and he inspired a lot of young men to just overall just take control of life. And I know a lot of people might disagree with him, on his topics and stuff like that, and might call him misogynistic. But at the end of the day, he used his pain for progress, and that's what I want to get into. He used everything that he was going through with him being bullied and not being taken seriously and his body shape, and he just used that to become the best full-on version from himself. Like, he came from being bullied to being a whole male stripper. That's crazy. Now, of course, not everybody agree with that way of life, but it's just insane how that transformation come about. Like, you're so nervous and you're so scared that you could barely talk in a classroom, but here you are performing and dancing in nightclubs. There's plenty of videos of him dancing in nightclubs and him just being his overall self. And I feel like just in general in today's generation, and especially this young men that we have now, a lot of insecurities can come up online. We exposed to so much information on a day-to-day basis, and you comparing yourself to these guys and these girls on TikTok or wherever else making all this money, and you just get so caught up in this self-image in your head. And like most people, I'm like, oh man, I'm not doing that much, or I need to make more money, I need to do this. But nah, you need to focus on yourself. You need to do you. Everybody's journey is different, not everybody's the same. But like, you can't complain and not put in the work at the same time. The main overall thing is just being yourself, and using that pain as that progress. Like, using all that pain, like I said, that's the same thing that I did. And I got a few videos about that. He really transformed his life. And we've seen this on the internet plenty of times. There's plenty of other people who've done it. You might see a YouTuber who only got 100 subscribers, and then he ended up getting 100,000. I mean, look at DDG. DDG pretty much changed his whole life. Another young guy from the same state I am, and now he's performing internationally, and he's dating singers now, and he's being brought up in popular media all the time. He has popular features with popular artists. Now, of course, it isn't about the fame, but ultimately it's just about being you and using all that struggle to your advantage. I've been watching a lot of Mike Tyson documentaries lately too, and he did the same thing. Everybody knows his his upbringings, and how he was poor and he didn't have that much money. But look, he ended up becoming one of the youngest heavyweight fighters in the world. Now, regardless of the Don King era and this and that, he still had a fantastic record, and he's still one of the best boxers of all time, just because he dedicated himself so much. Like, he really set out and did what he said he was going to do. He said he was going to become the youngest heavyweight champion in the world. And that's the same thing that he did. Now, he could have played the whole story. Now, Mike Tyson's story could have went a whole lot differently, He was poor, and he was getting into a lot of trouble, and could have used that as a thing, like, oh, well, skip it. I ain't really going to become nothing anyway. But throughout all that, of course, with the help of his trainer and the family that took him in, whatever, obviously he had, some help along that way. But he could have easily refused that help and went a whole nother way, And I've been watching his interviews lately now, and he's, learned how to be humble way more. And, the pain and that came with his boxing career, and the pain that came from him struggling and him being in and out of prison and his daughter dying, and he steady progressing, and he feel like he's steady progressing mentally, just taking a step back and really reevaluating himself, and once again using that pain as progress. But yeah, guys, I like I said, I was just watching the Z's documentary. I had it on my mind, and I just want to make this video, you know, because it can get really hard. You can really catch yourself in these moments and these situations, and you get so wrapped up in your head, but you can't think with your head, can't think with your emotions all the time. You really have to think logically, and I really have to do that today. You know, I was thinking for a second, like, oh man, I ain't gonna make this video, or thinking I was really gonna be on it, but I ended up doing what I had to do today. That's the most important thing. As long as you was better than yesterday, and just be grateful for the fact that you got another opportunity to do good, right? So yeah, like I said, I appreciate the support. Thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. It's Johnny B. I'm out. Peace.